Alright, y'all, so we back with another draft profile video. And y'all read the title. We're going to be discussing one of the most interesting prospects heading into the 2022 NBA draft this June. And that prospect is star guard Ben Mathurin out of Arizona, who is currently projected anywhere from 7th to 11th pick in this year's draft. But I believe his upside is super high, and there's a lot of reasons why. Because the tools he has, the things he can bring to the NBA level. Mathurin, he played 2 seasons for the Wildcats, had his best season this past year, averaging almost 18 points a night, along with 6 boards, 2.5 assists. Also shot the ball well this season, shooting 45%, 37% from 3. His 3-point percentage did go down compared to his freshman season, but he shot a higher volume, taking 6 threes a game, and obviously numbers went up shot attempts wise because he had become Arizona's #1 option this past season. But anyways, Mathurin is a prototypical NBA wing for today's game with his 6'7" height, 6'9" wingspan. He has major upsides on both sides of the floor. On the offensive side, he can score in a variety of ways, whether that's off the dribble, off the catch, where he's very elite at, or attacking the rim with his elite athleticism, because he is one of the best athletes in this draft class. Easily one of the best. And in the NBA, if you have those type of tools on the offensive end, you're more likely than not, you're going to have a long NBA career, whether that's as an effective bench player or as a star. You're going to have a good, solid NBA career if you have those tools. Which means that his floor, compared to anybody else in the class, might be better because of the fact that he can do these things. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, the potential is obviously there with his body, his frame, the way he's built. He has the potential to be a really solid defensive player immediately when he enters the league. Very quick, has the ability to guard positions 1 through 3. He can be a valuable and versatile defender in the NBA, I think, in my opinion, because of the fact that he's 6'7" with those long arms. Also has quick hands, which leads to steals in the passing lanes, or flat out just ripping his matchup off the dribble and going into transition, where that's one of his best attributes, being in transition, because of the fact he's so athletic. Now, in the flaws department, obviously every player can improve, and so can Ben Mathurin. He can improve on his playmaking ability, specifically as a pick and roll playmaker, with him being obviously the ball handler in certain situations. And that's key to the NBA game nowadays, obviously pick and roll action. And being the ball handler in those situations, playmaking out of those situations, deciding whether or not you got the bucket or you got to dish it off. He did show some overall improvement though as a playmaker, because obviously usage rate went up compared to his freshman year, and he carried more responsibilities, being the #1 guy for the Wildcats this past year. Mathurin also at times can get a little carried away with his shot selection, and he'll have the tendency to take some tough shots with defenders all over him from a long distance. Kind of reminds me of like a J.R. Smith type of player, to be honest, which is not a bad player to be compared to. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, J.R. Smith is trash, because J.R. Smith was actually pretty good in his prime. He won a 6th Man of the Year, always had pretty solid seasons when he was playing. But overall, I think Ben Mathurin has a high upside, and he has a high floor, which makes him a very intriguing prospect. And, I really want to know where he goes in this draft. Can he go 6? Can he go in the top 5? Who knows? Can he go 7th or 11 like they have him projected? I don't know. But I do know that he is a very good prospect. Me personally, I want him to be a Knick because my team has the 11th pick. Hopefully he falls to 11. But knowing how situations go, probably fall to 10th, and he'll go on to become a superstar player. But Ben Mathurin, though, he's just a really good player, though. Really good player. And I just really want to see what he can do in the NBA level, because the NBA wings nowadays are kind of like him. They're kind of similar to him. You look at Zach LaVine, really athletic, can score off the dribble and off the catch. You look at all these guys, Jaylen Brown, pretty good defensive wing, and can score the ball. A lot of different wings in the NBA that fit Ben Mathurin's prototypical build. And if he comes into the league with the way he looks now, he can be an immediate impact player. And, imagine 4 or 5 years down the road when he builds his body up, his game gets better, he can be a real problem. He can be a real problem in the league with the way his potential can go. But it just all depends on what team, the situation he lands in. Is he going to be in one of those logjam positions where he's in a spot where they have a lot of wings already and they don't really have a real need for him? Or is he going to go to a spot where he fits right away? See, when I think of teams like that, I think of like Portland, for example. Portland, I don't know if it would be the greatest spot for him. Maybe if you want to put him at the 3, because they already got Dame coming back and they got Anthony Simons, who's, in my opinion, a starter caliber player. I don't know if they'll start him next season as a 2 next to Dame, but he's got starter caliber, potential. And then you got Ben Mathurin. If you would have put him there, I don't really know unless you, like I said before, want to put him at the 3. You look at Washington, they got Bradley Beal. They don't really need that. They got Bradley Beal, they got Rui Hachimura, they got guys already. The Knicks, maybe it depends. I like Quentin Grimes a lot, but Ben Mathurin, easily more potential. RJ Barrett's already a lock as a starter. Cam Reddish, if he's on the team next season, kind of has to earn his reps, I'd guess, even though I think he can be a pretty good player for that team, but, that's neither here nor there. But Ben Mathurin on the Knicks maybe can fit, but I don't really see him fitting on some of these teams, but some of them I do. Just really depends on where he lands, and if he lands in the right spot, then I think Ben Mathurin can be a really good NBA player one day. Anyways, that's going to do it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, find me on Twitter and Instagram. Link will be down in the description below. This has been a checkup where we talk hoops and hoops only, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.